should have had this set up before we hit record.
Details.
Okay, now that my computer is actually on, we can get to the Q&A. Originally, this was going to be my 100 subscriber special, but in the time it took to actually get to doing it, I now have 150 subscribers. Well, actually over that, I have 165 subscribers as of right now. So let me get to the actual video that studio. So, the first question. I'm going to go to the actual first question, not the top question. Okay. There are more questions. Where are they go? Where do they go? Okay, the first question comes from, I think these are not asked, they're not listed in the order they were originally. I remember these questions being asked in a different order. Okay, I'll just choose a question at random, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, from Cool Man Stan. What is your favorite pony app? I'll really cut to this one. Okay, so I got the video up now, so I can actually read the questions. Okay, the first question comes from Cool Man Stan. What is your favorite pony to clap to? I think he meant clop, but I'll answer both ways, I guess.
Good. Good.
I don't clop to ponies. Clop is masturbating.
Yep.
Ponies.
We all know.
But I like clapping for Derpy. Okay, so now I've answered that question.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Shark Discusses. To me directly, he's asking, what is it with my odd continuity? If you've watched my reviews, you know I actually stick strictly to like a continuity. And that's because it's fun. Why not? Very few other people do that. Okay, to Jet. By the way, this is Jet, in case you're unaware. This is Jet. He's the person who plays Jet Fever.
Good day.
Why are you such a dick?
It's fun.
And then he says, you ruined his Christmas video. Just kidding. You're awesome.
I know I am. Thank you.
To Text Typer, he's asking, how does it feel not having a body? Well, Text Typer is disembodied text. He is not voiced by anybody, at least currently. And I'd imagine it depends on the day, since there's some times where he likes being disembodied text and other times where he is still kind of upset and comic for turning him into disembodied text. To all of us.
Oh boy.
Who is your favorite pony? Well, me and Text Typer like Derpy.
I don't like the ponies. Maybe Luna. She kills things, I think.
That's his impression of Luna from that one comic he read.
So there you go.
Okay. The next question set comes from Sweetie Balloon. What is your name? My name is Ben. What is your quest? To review all the MLP comics, each individual one. What is your favorite color? Well, if you've seen my OC, then you probably can guess. I have 3. Green, blue, aqua.
Aqua's not blue?
Yeah, it's close. It's kind of a combination of green and blue. Okay, now to you.
Oh boy.
What is your name?
Jeremy.
What is your quest?
To wreck shit.
What is your favorite color?
Red.
Also something you can discern from looking at his
It's really
OC.
a no-brainer.
Okay, let's see other questions. Okay, from oh, that's not a question. Okay, I thought that was a question, but it's from someone who used to watch my vlogs, who commented on this video but didn't ask a question. Okay, from A Herd of Bronies.
Oh, Lord.
Let's see, have you ever gone to the /MLP/board of 4chan? If yes, how long have you been there? That's asked indirectly to neither person, so we both can answer. No, I have not been there.
I clearly have not been there.
But I'm assuming that's the board on 4chan that started the Brony fandom, I think?
Sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Moomba Troopa, who is the person who does me and Jet's OC art, as well as the art for the Super Easy Rift Connector 9000. She asked to both of us, do we play any video games, and if so, which are our faves? I play video games. I like the Fallout series, even though I've only played Fallout 3 in New Vegas. If I could, I would play 1 and 2. I also like the Infamous games, even though I've only played Infamous 2. Yeah, I really should stop saying I like the full entire series without playing the entire series, but...
Well, let's see, the last video game I finished was Assassin's Creed Revelations. You can take from that what you will.
Okay. From Stardust, is Star best boop? I don't think he has an answer to that, but I can say yes.
That is just gibberish to me.
It's funny, we're in public speaking class, or whatever the class is called, and that would fall under, I think, jargon for like different groups of people. Like, you don't know what boop means.
Call that jargon. I call it nonsense. Some psychobabble.
Okay then. Okay, he even gave me pronunciation of his name so I don't mess it up, but I probably will still butcher it. Sorry, British Brony. From Yuwan Wallace. Who is your favorite Doctor? I'm assuming he's referring to Doctor Who. My favorite Doctor is sort of a tie between Matt Smith and David Tennant.
Matt Smith is my Doctor.
Who is your favorite Master? Well, unfortunately, I don't know the names of the actors, or more recently, actress that played the Masters. But I will say the one before the female one was pretty good. Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen the newest season where the Master is for some reason a female.
Hey, don't be hating. Players gotta play.
But did you answer the question?
So, what he said.
Yeah, the Master from the End of Time and before that Master. What is your favorite Tardis console? I liked the first one that Matt Smith had. But the second one that Matt Smith had, as well as the one that the current Doctor uses, is also pretty cool because of all the Gallifreyan writing. Actually, fun fact, I actually looked into why they changed the TARDIS without having it be destroyed again like it was in the End of Time Part 2. The original glass floored one that Matt Smith had was too much of a walk from the door to the console. They were getting out of breath too quickly, having to go back and forth, so they made a smaller set, which made the new one. Okay, let's see, from Robin0928.
Oh boy.
What is the square root of potatoes?
I think that comes out to something roughly the equivalent of something random not being funny.
Yeah, random doesn't always equal funny.
Check yourself.
What is your name? And what's your favorite color again? So we already answered those.
Repetition's
okay. Why you make so many characters? Well, first there was just Comic Sans and a slightly sentient text. Then I accidentally made a typo. Actually, two typos, I realized in retrospect, but one, I realized by my second video. And so I'm like, you know what, I don't want to blame myself for bad spelling, so I'm going to make the text another character. And so that's where text typer came from. Then I realized that I'm not the funniest person sometimes, I'm getting better, and I'm also not the best of scriptwriters, again, getting better. And I needed somebody to help me in that respect. So then I'm like, hey, Jeremy, would you like to be my script editor for my pony shit? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, how would you like to also be a character in the review? And he's like, sure. I sent him a link to Pony Creator, and the abomination that is his OC was created. Then I had it redrawn by Moomba Troopa. So yeah, that is why I have multiple characters. There's actually also, and then the Detective Dick Gumshoe. I was talking with Master Code and Shark about doing possible collabs and such. We had this idea that in Shark's review with Master Code, or well, one of them, he would send Detective Dick Gumshoe to my channel. So then in my review with Master Code, which was uploaded recently, I make reference to that. I don't know if Dick Gumshoe is going to come back, or if he's just lost somewhere on my channel, but yeah, he's there, and that's why that exists. And there's actually another character that's going to be introduced as well in a couple reviews. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Redcord CHN asks, what is air? Thing you breathe?
Air is a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and many other gases that we inhale to breathe. Check yourself.
Okay, best pony. Derpy Hooves.
Me.
Yes. And then he thinks Jet Fever is best pony. See, top 5 favorite cartoons. Gravity Falls, and there's no particular order, by the way. So Gravity Falls, Animaniacs, Phineas and Ferb, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Gurren Lagann? Does anime count as cartoons?
They're cartoons.
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I forgot that one.
Yeah, what's the matter with you, guy?
If it was top 6, I would have said that.
Yeah. Let's see. Avatar: The Last Airbender. You got One Piece, Phineas and Ferb, Batman, and Justice League.
Rosie Sievers, also known as Rose Pal, asks, Comic and Jet.
Oh boy.
This is for both of us, specifically. What do you want to see in Season 5 and why? Time travel, because it is canon as of It's About Time, and in the Journal of the Two Sisters, Star Scroll, the Bearded, and Celestia are working on time travel spells. Also, in the Reflections arc, there's spells that can cross universes, so I'd like to see that more, not just the Equestria Girls universe, some other alternate Equestrias. Why? Because I'm a sci-fi nerd, even though those are way too complicated plots to put into a kid's show. But in reality, the more realistic answer would be CMC actually getting their cutie marks. He doesn't watch the show, so he might not have an answer.
I have an answer. Season 5, I want to see all the characters killed off in an episode that airs at 3 a.m. on a Wednesday, to be replaced with characters that look almost exactly like the characters that are on the show, but with entirely different personalities and mustaches. That would make me watch the show.
Okay, then.
Deal.
Okay, the Autistic Pony, AJ, he asks, okay, this is asking, so do you think, okay, grammar, okay, sorry, I'll try to fix this in my head. Who do you think is best analyst? I don't know, Master Code is pretty good, so is Looney, Looney Turtle. Rose Pal is good. Pretty much most of the Rift are pretty good at analyzing stuff. I mean, because I am not the most confident person, I actually don't include myself on that list, but there's a lot of people. I can't choose best. You got an answer to this question?
Those guys. Any guys. I don't watch reviews.
Well, I mean, do you want reviews of non-pony stuff? You could say that he doesn't specify pony reviewers.
Okay, let's see. The Ben Yahtzee Croshaw for 0 punctuation.
And so if we're not thinking pony reviewers, then best analyst or reviewer would probably be Nostalgia Critic. Now who do you think is best analyst besides yourself? Well, I didn't include myself in best analyst, so... and then I guess directed towards me only. How did you turn your brother into a series of texts, or disembodied texts, or whatever? Well, I explained this actually in my second review, but I understand you didn't see it because it's horribly edited, there's no background music, and I'm currently using Pony Creator OCs back then. But as I described it, or well, my character of Comic Sans described it, he was born when Discord was in power the first time, and because of that, his horn is made out of glass, even though it still functions like a regular unicorn horn. He's not careful with it, that's why it's broken, but also when he sneezes, a random spell is cast. Long story short, he sneezed very close to his brother and such. So, no, I have not figured out how Comic got from the past to the present. I'm still working on the time travel element and such, but that'll hopefully be explained soon in my reviews. But yeah, that is why Text Typer is text. Something I have yet to reveal, but I might as well say it now. The reason why he shows up as disembodied text is because before he was turned into solely disembodied text, that was his special talent, because Text Typer is possibly going to be mute. Mostly because I don't have to find a voice actor for him, because it's hard enough to get the lines from him.
Yes.
I don't want to have to deal with somebody else. Okay, I skipped a few questions because there's people who ask a bunch of questions, and I'm going back and going to them. So Lightning Bliss has a little blurb. Let me find the question. Okay, I know you already talked about the future idea with Jet Fever, but I was wondering if you're interested in a collab with me, and what would we talk about with a silly rainbow alicorn. Okay, I guess that's directed just towards me, since there's an idea I'm still working on. I'm not going to reveal any ideas, but it's going to involve him in collabs. So if I were to do a collab with Lightning Bliss, yes, I would love to do a collab with Lightning Bliss. What will we talk about? What will I talk about the silly rainbow alicorn? I don't know, there's a lot of topics. I guess we could discuss Destiny and how it relates to My Little Pony, and if it's possible in the LP universe to defy Destiny. That would be an interesting discussion topic. It was supposed to be my discussion topic for Looney, but he forgot about it and wound up discussing a similar topic with Burning Ocean. So.
For shame.
Okay. Point and then just put points to ourselves. Okay. Also, what were your motives behind the OC of Jet Fever, and why is your unicorn have a broken horn? I already explained the broken horn thing. It's made out of glass because of chaotic magic and such. And he's not careful with it, so it's just forever half broken. He can answer the motives behind his demon pony.
Well, when I started working with Ben here, he said, "Hey, would you like to come on the show sometimes, be a character?" I was like, "Sure." So he said, "Make a pony." And I did that. It was awesome.
Although technically you could have also made any other hoofed creature. Or even there's someone, the Dr. Wolf is a wolf, Looney Turtle's a turtle, Time Dega is a reindeer. You could have gone with non-pony, but technically he's not a pony, he's a demon.
Yeah.
Mostly because he's like the stereotypical bad OC, but to the best of everything about it. Red and black, bat wings, horns.
If I could have bat wings and horns in real life, you know I would.
Okay, Starlight Pony asks, what is your favorite female comic book character? I mean, it's kind of funny. My channel is revolving around reviewing comics, but aside from the MLP comics, some Buffy the Vampire Slayer comics, some Doctor Who comics, and the occasional superhero comic that I got on Free Comic Book Day, I haven't really read many comic books, but I mean, Harley Quinn's pretty cool.
I'm gonna go with the current Thor, who is a female.
What?
Yeah, female Thor. Didn't hear about that? It was like a huge thing. So many sexist people were complaining about that.
What?
Yeah.
Is it in the comic books? Because
Yes,
in the Marvel universe that's being made into movies, Thor is not
in
a
the
female.
cinematic universe. It's Chris Hemsworth. In the comics, Thor's a woman now. The real Thor is a woman.
Because retcons. Anyways, let's see. Why did you choose to be a green pony? Well, I guess that's directed to me. Well, green's one of my favorite colors. I'm also aqua with a blue shirt. My other two favorite colors. Okay. Do you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain? Well, I'm not 21, so I can't drink alcoholic pina coladas, but they're pretty good, and I don't, well, the non-alcoholic ones are pretty good. And I also do not like getting caught in the rain.
Really depends on who's catching you.
Okay, do you have any answer to that question? Do you like pina coladas getting caught in the rain?
Pina coladas, yes. Caught in the rain, depends who. If it's the FBI, I'm not for it.
Oh, God. Okay, now the jumble of questions that I was saving before I moved on to the second video.
Lord.
Yes, there's two videos that I had questions on. The original announcement video and then one I made a couple of days ago. So Dr. Turquoise decided to ask a bunch of questions. And so hopefully I don't skip any as I'm reading because there's a lot of them. Okay. These questions are for comic, but you can answer them as well.
Okay.
How flexible is your face, and what is the funniest face you can make?
Go make a face there, man.
Kind of flexible? I don't know.
Who knows?
Okay, what is the weirdest food you've ever eaten? Does alligator or kangaroo count as weird?
Hey, who eats kangaroos?
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
I
would.
I have no way to confirm if it was actually kangaroo, but I was at this like fancy meat house place and they had kangaroo on the menu, and I'm like, sure, I'll get that. It tasted like any other kind of meat, so I wasn't really sure if that was official. And also, the alligator meat tasted like chicken, so.
Yeah.
Do you have anything weird you've eaten?
Yeah. Pretty much everything my dad cooks is weird. So those things.
Okay. Okay. What food have you always wanted to try but never got the chance to? I kind of want to try shark. I know you can eat shark. Not shark discusses. I don't want to eat shark discusses. I want to eat an actual shark, possibly. Every time I go to a Chinese buffet, I always see like frog legs, and I'm always tempted to grab one, but I never do.
What Chinese buffet serves frog legs?
There was one in New Hampshire that I used to go to. Yeah.
Good lord. I've always wanted to try the Carolina Reaper pepper. the hottest pepper known to human beings.
I thought the ghost pepper was the hottest pepper.
No, it used to be. But the Carolina Reaper was genetically engineered to be the spiciest pepper known to human beings.
No, thank you.
And that's true.
I'm getting used to spicy stuff, but no, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Have you ever been abroad and where? I've been to Aruba. I've been to Venice, Italy. Things I've been to Italy. I've been to Israel. And did I say Aruba? I've been to Aruba too. I've also been to Spain. I think that's it. You?
Oh, let's see. I've been to the Bahamas, France, Germany, Austria, and Italy.
Oh yeah, I've also been to Canada. That counts as being abroad. Barely. Went to Niagara Falls, went to the Canadian side. What is your favorite class in school? Back in high school, it was most art classes and I think some English classes. Currently, we both go to Full Sail University. Currently, a fun class was directing, and also public speaking is surprisingly fun.
Yeah, go figure. Oh, let's see. Back in high school, favorite class was a tie between choir and advanced robotics.
Yeah, high school choir was pretty fun too.
That's great. Oh, yeah.
Currently?
Currently. Oh, directing was fun. That was a fun time.
Yeah, some interesting videos we made.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have pets? Not in my current apartment, but my family does have a dog. We used to have a beagle named Maxwell, but unfortunately he passed away. And apparently then we got a new puppy who I think is a Shiba Inu, I think, who is named Toshiyuki, because I think the breed is a Japanese breed, so they decided to give it a Japanese name.
Why not?
Do you have any pets?
No!
Does your family have any pets?
My brother has a pit bull, my mom has a Shih Tzu.
Fun. Okay, what is your favorite animal, and what animal do you think is most similar to you, apart from ponies? My favorite animals are, well, a duck-billed platypus and a giraffe. Not entirely sure why, but they're pretty cool animals. As to which animal is most like me, I don't know. If I figure that out, then I can finally make a Littlest Pet Shop OC.
See, favorite animal, I'd have...
Okay, so the recording randomly stopped, so I'm going to have him re-answer his favorite animal question.
Yes. Favorite animal. That's a hummingbird I'm going with. They're pretty neato. And let's see, the animal I'm most like, I'm told, is a bear. I am just a bear.
Fun. Okay, let's see, what are the words you like saying most? Anyways. If you watch my reviews, like, anyways, I mean... But outside my reviews, I say cool beans a lot. Okie dokie, Loki, ogly doggly, I don't know, cool.
My favorite thing to say of all time is actually an insult. It can be used after a certain set of things, but for example, Ben here is a brony, and I can tell him, you know, just because you're a brony doesn't mean you get to flaunt your hand-sized ego up my ass. And that always makes my day better. So yes, that's my favorite thing to say ever.
Don't you also like saying guy?
I do like saying guy, but I can't help that one.
Okay, what is your favorite book? Well, I like The Fault in Our Stars. Any book by John Green, so Fault in Our Stars, Looking for Alaska, Abundance of Catherines, Paper Towns, and Will Grayson. But unfortunately, the movie did not do that book justice. Fault in Our Stars. Anyways.
Yeah. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, even though the movie blows.
Okay, do you listen to pony musicians? If so, who is your favorite? I know he probably doesn't, but
No.
I do, and let's see, I think my current favorite song comes from, I think, Knights of the Crystal Empire. It's called, the song is called Swag, or Super Waifu Animated Girlfriend. But I also like stuff from Black Griffin and whoever made the Discord song thing. It's pretty cool. Also, my friend Coolman Stan, who was the first person I think I read a question from, he makes music and he's a brony, and you should check out his channel. Totally not plugging a friend's channel. No, totally
Oh,
not.
so that's not what you're doing. Oh boy.
He makes music. Usually, no actual words except for some sound bites, and it's pretty good. You should check him out. Let's see. Who's my favorite though? Hank Green. Yes, he made one brony song, and I'm counting it because the first song I ever heard that was brony related, and it was called, I think, My Favorite Pony. You can look it up on YouTube. Let's see. Again, you don't listen to them, so you won't have an answer to that one. Let's see. What type of music do you like the most? Well, if you look at my iPod, it's very sporadic. There's some songs from musicals, there's a couple pop songs, there's TV show songs, sporadic, so I don't really have a specific genre I listen to.
Favorite genre is rock and roll.
Okay.
Deal with it.
What type of music... I asked that question, sorry. What is your favorite number? 123.
4.
Which is your favorite MLP episode? Well, usually I answer Suited for Success, mostly because of the song. But I do have to say, so far in Season 5, Castle Sweet Castle is also pretty good. Same with all the CMC Having Nightmare episodes, Sleepless in Ponyville, For Whom the Sweet Bell Toils, and more recently, Bloom and Gloom. They're also pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. I don't have a solid answer on this one, sorry. Do you have a favorite MLP episode?
The one where all the ponies do something with the power of friendship. I think that's a good one.
Pretty much every episode?
No way.
Okay, what would you do if you lived in Ponyville? I don't know. Go to Sugar Cube Corner?
I'd move.
Oh, that's mean. That is mean.
Yeah, it is.
Technically, your OC does live in Ponyville.
Well, he's homeless. What do you want from him?
Actually, I haven't officially confirmed it in the canon of the series, but I think you have commandeered a room in Comics Ever Expanding apartment, and so there is a room that belongs to Jet Fever somewhere in the apartment. It's not confirmed. I may change that by the time I actually decide to reveal something along those lines, but still, that's what I think it should be. Let's see. If you could collab with whoever you wanted and could create whatever you'd like, what would you make? Well, it didn't ask with who, so I'll just say a lot of people in the brony community I would like to collab with, and even some outside the brony community that probably wouldn't collab with me because I'm a brony. But what would we make? Well, if it's on my channel, it has to be a comic book review of the MLP comics, because when I switch to my every other week schedule, I do the math, I will never catch up now. It'll take me 17.5 to get through the 35 comics currently released. 17.5 weeks, well, months, I think, yeah. Roughly 17.5 months to get through the 35 current comics. By then, there will already be 35 new comics to review. So if it's on my channel, comic book review. Their channel, whatever they want to cover.
I would collaborate with Stan Lee's World of Heroes so that I can make a 2-hour-long feature film of J. Jonah Jameson sitting at his desk yelling at people, as played by J.K. Simmons. Just yelling at people.
What do you think is... what do you find funny? Puns.
Yeah, that's awful.
And cheesy jokes.
Sarcasm, rudeness, racism is funny to me a lot. Sexist jokes too. Just being a dick all the time. That makes me laugh.
What do you find scary? A lot of things. Specifically, I'm afraid of spiders and not necessarily many other bugs and stuff, but like I don't like them crawling on me. I'm afraid of that. And depending on the scenario, ghosts and such. But like I say, it depends on the scenario. Like if I've just watched a scary movie, yes. If I haven't in a while, then no.
Okay. Taking a dump in pitch blackness. That is the most harrowing shit you will ever take, and I am not doing that ever again. It's true. That's awful.
Okay.
The very worst.
Which is your favorite planet? Earth?
Yeah.
Uranus is pretty funny, but other than that, I like Earth.
Partial to this one, location is everything. For hundreds of thousand miles in any direction, it sucks so bad.
Okay, how would you rate your DNA from 1 to 10? About 5.
Scale from 1 to 10, it is 11 out of 15. I changed the scale because it was that great, and then it just dropped the bar.
Do you suffer from any allergies? Yes, I believe, not of like, well, I think so. I mean, there's ways you can test to see if you actually have allergies. And I know officially I'm allergic to codeine, which really sucks when I get sick and I need something to suppress my cough. But I also may have a dust allergy, which is why Comic sneezes so often, or well, not so often more recently, but that's why that whole sneezing thing happened. I was sneezing a lot while editing that video.
Oh
yeah.
Allergy.
Codeine and possibly dust.
Allergic to cats, dogs, grass, and whatever. If I get it in my eyes.
That sucks. What is your eye color, and what eye color is your favorite? I think depending on the light, my eyes are either green, blue, but likely the actual color is hazel, I think. And I don't really have a favorite eye color. I mean, it'd be cool to have like green eyes, but then it would just like look really like weird. I mean, it works for like characters like Ben 10. But
people have green eyes in real life.
I know.
That's a thing.
I mean, green is my favorite color, so green would probably be the answer to my favorite eye color. But I just haven't seen anybody with any pure green eyes. I think it would be kind of creepy.
Alright. My eyes are brown. And my favorite eye color is the good one, I guess. I don't care.
Do you speak any other language And which foreign language would you like to learn? I speak some Hebrew, very little bit. I am Jewish, so I learned it at least to say prayers and such. But I mean, I know some conversational Spanish, though it winds up being more Spanglish than anything else. I would like to learn Japanese, then I can actually watch anime that isn't dubbed.
Oh, let's see. I speak a minimal amount of Spanish, and it's not much. That's no comprendo que estás hablando. Para inglés primero número dos, please. And yeah, I'd like to learn German. That'd be neato.
Okay. Who inspired you to start making videos? Well, a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
When I first started on YouTube, the original thing I think I made was it was a crappy video series about Bigfoot living in New Hampshire and such, called Bigfoot Life. You can still find it on YouTube. I think it's one word if you look it up. And I was inspired initially by actually Smosh, I think. Then I had a vlog before I was a analyst, even though I more review than analyze. Anyways, I had a vlog that I did daily, and I was inspired by the vlogger Charles Trippy to do that. As far as analyzing ponies, Lily Turtle, Red Cord, pretty much a bunch of people who I'm now kind of friends with in the Rift Cafe.
Who inspired me? Oh, probably Julian Smith and Freddie Wong. Deal.
Does your family know about your channel, or that you're a brony, and what do they think about it? They do know that about my channel, and they do know that I'm a brony. They actually found out, I think, because of my vlog that I used to do, because I actually came out as a brony in the vlog, and they happened to watch that day. And I showed them my channel since then. I think my mom is okay with it. Doesn't necessarily think it's normal, but she's okay with it. My dad still thinks I might be gay, which I'm not. My brother is interested in watching the show. He's seen the opening, Friendship is Magic Part 1, Part 2, but I think he's been actively avoiding watching anymore because he probably thinks he will actually really like it and become a brony, and he doesn't want that, since he already does a bunch of other stuff, and doesn't want to seem like less of a man, even though manliness does not define what you watch. He can't answer that question because he's not a brony. He happens to be on my channel, but I don't think anybody really knows that he does that.
My family knows I'm not a brony. I doubt they'd care.
Okay, if you could dye the sky a different color, which would it be? Oh, red? Would be kind of cool.
I second that.
Okay, an African or European swallow? I'm assuming that's a Monty Python reference.
Nothing gets past you.
I don't know the answer to that. I'm thrown off the bridge of questioning or whatever.
European. I ain't dying today.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I answered all the questions. Yes, I got sharks, I got coolmans, herds, Dr. Turquoises, starlights, Motripas, lightnings, stardust, E1 Wallace, Robin. Oh wait, I skipped one of Red Cord's. Okay, well, we already answered what is Air, best pony, and top 5 favorite cartoons, but there's one more that Red Cord asked.
Good lord.
Oh, wait, I was just giving a bunch of Rosie's questions. Oops.
Come on.
Okay, the last question that Red Cord asked is, if an orange, the fruit, is called orange because of its color, then why aren't bananas called yellows and apples called reds? Well, apples don't just come in red. They also come in green, yellow, a combination of green and red, and even in some cases orangish. So they'd have to have multiple names if they were called by their colors. And I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence that bananas are yellow and not called yellows. I mean, maybe what you see as yellow, I see as blue. Maybe I think bananas are blue. Not saying I do, but it could happen.
Bananas start off green. And as they age, they go from yellow to brown. Oranges are pretty much always orange, you punk.
Actually, I think, wasn't penicillin discovered as like a mold on oranges, and isn't that blue?
I mean, mold is mold. Mold is green.
Or blue? Penicillin.
There can be blue mold, black mold, which is the devil.
Okay. Okay, so, now to ask the other two questions that Rosie asked. Sorry about that. I can't read questions, apparently.
Clearly. Struggling.
Okay, directly asked to me is, if your OC went to Equestria, what would they do? Well, I mean, my OC already lives in Equestria, though I think I'm trying to establish it's an alternate universe to the actual show universe. Even though the events of the show have supposedly happened, things like the internet exist in comics version of Equestria. But if they went to the Equestria Prime universe, like I said, if in another question that was very similar, I'd go to Sugar Cube Corner and eat sweets. Maybe visit Canterlot. Kind of cool. Okay, and then directly asked to Just Jet Fever, but you already answered this question, but what music do you like to listen to?
Most of it. I mean, pretty much everything but like speed metal, which, fuck. But no, there's rock, there's rap, there's classical, there's classic rock, there's whatever the presidents of the United States of America are. But they're good. DMX, he's awesome. So let's do that. Yeah.
Okay, now to the other video that has considerably less questions. Ryan Bell asks, who would you like to make a video with out of all the Brony reviewers / video makers? Like I said, I didn't specifically answer this question, like I just said a whole bunch, but I'll specifically answer who I would like to. Looney Turtle, Red Cord, it'd be really cool if this could happen, but it probably won't. Anthony C. Also Lightning Bliss. So yeah, same answer stands. A bunch of people, too many to list.
Of all the ones that I know, I already work with them.
That would be me. Okay, how did you get the idea for your OC's look? Well, likely the answer for both of us would be we went to Pony Creator and threw a bunch of stuff together until it looked good. I thought that the broken horn looked kind of unique, so I decided to go with that. Also because I feel like if I had magic I wouldn't be good at it, but I needed a good excuse besides just lack of skill to have poor magic, and so a broken horn means not good at magic in my mind, apparently. The t-shirts, because even though ponies don't usually wear clothes, it just felt odd not putting clothes on it. Then the cutie mark, kind of on the surface looks like a comic book, but also it's inside an actual hardcover book because I like writing and reading as well.
Well, I sat down with the Pony Creator, and I thought to myself, I want to make a pony that looks as evil as I can possibly make it. Just the most terrifying pony you could ever come across. There's a right place to be when he's around, and that's not around.
Yet comics supposedly lives with him.
There's no accounting for taste, man.
Yes. Well, you missed there in the original pony character design that you made. You missed one key factor to make him look creepier, and that was the demon slit eyes. So when I had it redrawn, she gave you the demon slit eyes.
You say missed. I chose.
She asked if she could make them demon slits. I'm like, sure, why not?
Go nuts.
Like the snake eyes or like the nightmare moon eyes. That's what I'm referring to. Like the pointed oval pupils or whatever. Okay. Okay. How do you feel knowing others have made OCs with broken horns? I actually, when I saw that question originally, I googled it. There are a few, but I think I'm the only one within the analysis community that is an actual unicorn with a broken horn. I know there's a couple changelings with a broken horn in the analysis community, or at least one with a broken horn, but I'm not sure about other unicorns with broken horns. Maybe there's an alicorn that has a broken horn. I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, it's okay. I mean, I was trying to stand out a little bit. I mean, if I really wanted to stand out, I probably would have chosen a non-pony OC. But I didn't think about non-pony OCs at the time. He doesn't have broken horns, so he can't answer that question. Okay, what's your OC's Ken backstory for his horn? Already explained that in this video. Chaotic magic, Discordian era, not careful with it. Okay, how did you come up with the name Comic Sans? Well, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be focusing primarily on the comics, but I don't want to be called comic book. So I'm like, why not go with Comic Q Sansbard, but shorten it to Comic Sans? I don't know, it's kind of happened. Actually, I think the name Comic Sans came before the longer name, but still. Yes, my OC's full name is Comic Q Sansbard, and no, the Q stands for nothing, it's just a letter in the middle of his name. Okay, again, you can't answer that.
Nope.
Because you can answer how you came upon Jet Fever as a name.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, back in the day, many years ago, I was the lead singer of my very own rock and roll band. And as a stage name, I went by Jet Fever. And there you go. The rest, as they say, is history.
And that's how Equestria was made.
Gross.
Okay then. Okay, what games might you play after Putt-Putt? Do you have the Madeline game, or can it be gotten? Well, I actually haven't uploaded it yet, but we finished the Putt-Putt games, and I've moved on to Pajama Sam. Though when you do see the video that we recorded of us playing, he wasn't part of it, but me and my other analysis friends playing the first Pajama Sam game. I need to fix my computer. It lags way too much. But yes, we're going to play all the games made by the same company as Putt-Putt. I think it's Homogeneous Entertainment or something like that. I can't pronounce words. As far as the Madeline game, if it exists in Steam, by all means. But I currently really can't easily play any games that aren't in Steam because it's cheaper in Steam. All the games in the Mac App Store are like $29.99 each, and ain't nobody got money for that.
No.
Okay, what characters or ideas that originated in the comics do you hope to appear in the series? Luna's pet. The opossum, I think it's a... Crap, what's the opossum's name? Anyways, yeah, Luna's pet, pretty cool. Also, the idea of the multiverse actually being canon, even though I do consider the comics canon, unless the show says otherwise. They haven't really shown much of the multiverse, with the exception of the Equestria Girls universe, which, it's okay. What other things? Also, Flaxseed and Wheatgrass would be awesome characters in the actual show. I think that's it as far as characters that only show up in the comics and events that only happen in the comics. Okay, now what would you like to be incorporated in the show from the comics? The one comic you read.
I would like to see more dogs pulling Ferraris. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, I completely spaced on saying this person's name. All the questions after the Burning Reviewer question is what were asked by, I can't pronounce this, Sasamichan, Sasamichan. So that would be idea for OC's look, Broken Horn question, backstory question, name for Comic Sans, video games, and the last question. Sorry, I'm not good at doing Q&As apparently.
Clearly.
So yes, the final question that
Sassafras.
You know,
Balsamic vinegar.
You're just messing me up. Sorry for butchering your name.
Salopus.
Okay. Do you think the comics and the series can influence each other's ideas, or are the two separate universes? It's a good theory that they might be alternate universes, but until I decide to think more on that theory, I'm currently under the belief that the comics and the series are in the same universe. And yes, I think it's more the show influences the comic, because the show is not really influenced by the comic much. But yeah, the comics are canon unless the show says otherwise. So currently, in my mind, the Nightmare Rarity arc Nightmare Rarity arc, I think the Celestia micro series, because it makes reference to the Nightmare Rarity arc, I mean, in my own personal headcanon about that, and the Luna and Spike Friends Forever don't really qualify as canon to me because there's too many continuity errors, I think. The Celestia micro, actually, I think I still consider that canon. I don't know. But yeah, that is all the questions, with the exception of one that I know exists that wasn't asked on YouTube. It was asked over Skype a long time ago in a Skype chat far away from the director, Scott Brony Animator. Okay, I honestly don't know why it keeps stopping or when it stopped, because I never notice it. But in case you missed it, the director did ask me a question that he wanted answered, and it is, will Jet be doing another review? And the answer is yes. The Christmas special, or Hearthwarming Eve special, will be a Jet Fever review.
Yes. Can't make any promises as to the content, but sure enough, it won't have anywhere nearly as much drinking as the last one. I can't, however, confirm or deny whether there will be hookers and or blow. So you know.
I mean, you could be drinking eggnog in it.
Please, Ben, that's played out.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay.
Hopefully none of the questions were awkwardly cut off by my camera's inability to record one continuous video.
Yes.
If they were, I'm sorry, I tried. Yes, that was my 150 subscriber special. Like and subscribe. If you have any more questions you didn't get to ask because you didn't see my announcement videos, ask them in the comments and I'll try to answer them, and maybe for like my 250 subscriber special I'll do another Q&A.
Why not?
Possibly with more characters, because I said there would be another one that I'd be introducing.
Wow. Oh boy.
And hopefully my camera's microphone actually picked up our audio from all the way over here.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neato.
Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting my pony-obsessed hobby.
Yeah. Now get out of here. You know what you did. Just go away.